Can tablecloth scribbles change the world? 20 years ago, I was missions pastor at a megachurch, and we just made a massive shift from merely reacting to missions funding requests to proactively engaging our whole church in the mission of God. My friend Vic and I would regularly meet for lunch, and I began sharing with him more and more as churches reached out, wanting to actively engage their congregation in missions. Vic recognized parallels between his business plan and the need to help churches become more strategic and connect with partners who would do missions with them and not for them. Over some naan and chicken bikini and some scribbles, the structure for 1615 Outfitters was born. 1615 comes from Mark's Gospel, chapter 16, verse 15. We chose this passage because it's one of the 5 commissioning statements Jesus gave after the resurrection, prior to the ascension. The Outfitters idea came from a desire to outfit the church with resources and expertise she would need to be effective in her mission. After a few years, we dropped Outfitters to add church missions coaching. But we dropped that a few years ago because we do more than church missions coaching. We also coach agencies and provide Great Commission resources. Through these 3 streams, we're helping organizations find their place in God's redemptive story so they can gear up and go proclaim the gospel where it's never been heard. As we enter our 20th year, we're going back to our roots to resource the people of God for the mission of God as 1615 Outfitters. Since 2004, we've coached churches in 46 of the 50 states and provided resources for hundreds of churches across the globe. Over 75 mission agencies have been trained to better engage with local churches and love the bride of Christ. Dozens of unreached people groups are being engaged by churches who found their unique role to make Christ known among all nations. All from some scribbles and a lunch and a creative God. As we look to the future, we have requests to translate our resources into Mandarin, Spanish, and Portuguese to equip the global South, and we've barely scratched the surface of mobilizing the American church into strategic, proactive missions. The sky's the limit on what God might do through 1615 Outfitters. Will you join us for the next 20 years?